First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
Fuck Lester. Fuck Mark. Fuck veteran. Fuck PJ.
And we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Fuck Dash.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Mayfield looks to throw. This is caught by McMillan. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
A quick throw there is incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. In motion, Hill. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 42. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that's one way, and a good way, to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
And again, it's Mayfield. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 12 more yards there and another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Baker going to give it to Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Bucky Irving, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. but no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on.
Again, it's Taylor. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Colt defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Pass incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here we go. Shot. Bronco 80. Alert. Alert. Ready.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Mayfield. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. JT Tuimoloau able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Fielded just inside the 30. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Ready, ready. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
They go play action with Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the option left, Richardson. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
A short one there, caught by Warren. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
On for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send them backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. This is 2nd and 8.
At the 47-yard line.
Now Mayfield. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He'll find McMillan here. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try it now with Irving. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Bucs are able to move back in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Got it. Ready?
2nd and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter. It's going to give them the lead because you have a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Slot man moves right. Throwing. Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the Colts 40-yard line.
To the left side, he's got McMillan. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down.
The slot man in motion right.
At the 18-yard line.
Mayfield now. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. To throw, Mayfield. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. An extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield. So a solid return to the 50.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up. And now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Richardson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up. The big man. Get the oxygen tank ready. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 20.
Richardson looking to throw. And this taken in by Downs. Now he's free up the right sideline. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Ready? 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
For the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Following the interception, Mayfield. That is caught. McMillan with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first.
First and goal, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown! A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And the Colts, first down.
Ready?
First and 10 at the 33-yard
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
4 yards. That's another Colts, first down.
Here we go.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20.
79. Here we go.
Now it's Richardson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing on second and long. Richardson. And drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Open man, the tight end one. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
Ready?
Richardson. And that is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. 67 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the right.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, we've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Mayfield looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
On the ground with a tight end. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. Oh, that is well read on the backside. And he'll be met well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. They'll drop to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there, with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Bucs get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 42, Colts 13.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
Second and 4.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack. And a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Early down steps to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He'll try and do this himself. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rachaad White, 32 yards. And the Bucs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Alec Pierce, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd down, a run from White. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Richardson looking to throw this. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Let's go now.
Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And that is every quarterback's worst nightmare. You had the perfect play call. The seams parted perfectly. You had your guy wide open. He could have run for days, but he overshoots him. And that's one he'll think about for the next month.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Richardson. Quick slant caught by Pierce. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. The Colts on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Back to the air with Richardson. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Well, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
First down, here's White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And he gets this one down to the 24. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bucs, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.